Black women are the most homophobic people ever in our community. Black women are more homophobic than it is. Y'all call heterosexual men gay for everything that they do that they don't include women in. Niggas can't have fun. Niggas can't talk on the phone. Niggas can't hold an umbrella. Can't do shit. As soon as you exclude women from the fucking equation, they automatically gay.
Everywhere I look, it is gay black men.
So between the ages of 28 and 40, fine, tall, dark skin, pretty brown skin, and has no kids. He's gay.
That's right. With a good job, with a good paying job.
You described the gay man.
Of me.
Because if any man is that fine and he don't got no kids at the age of 40, he's gay.
He's gay. He's gay.
A woman kind of had the same request, and I said that man is gay. If this man makes all this money, he's this fine, he's this tall, and he never had any children by the age of 45, he probably never dated women. But I gotta stop saying that because some people get offended when I say that. But I just would wonder if this man makes great money, this attractive, why would he have no kids? Like,
I don't like light-skinned niggas. I think they all gay. I think any light-skinned nigga gay. So if you light-skinned, don't slide in my DM. I'm just being 100.
They're extremely clean and creative beings. They like to decorate.
So I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody.
You take out the men who are on the down low gay, pretending to be straight, but ain't never gonna marry a woman. Or if they do, they're bearding, faking, fronting, whatever. I'm in the gym the other morning. Black men working out all around. A good third to half the black men I see in the gym are gay. Everywhere I look, it is gay black men.
I don't know what black women have against gay black men. Their relationship is crazy to me because on one hand, black women will champion gay black men. They'll get their hair done by gay black men. They'll call them my gay bestie. But then you turn around and shame them specifically for working out in the gym. And then I don't know how that relationship dynamic works again with black women and gay black men, because it seems like gay black men don't have a problem with it. How black women describe them in the black community when they're trying to shame heterosexual black men. It's a weird dynamic that I'm still trying to figure out how that works, but it's not heterosexual black men's fight. I think gay black men have to take that up with black women. But I'm pretty sure when I put these statistics out, black women gonna be like, oh man, he's just saying that he's a black man. Of course he gonna say that. But you know what I did? I went and got the actual interview from the women who did the Williams Institute study at UCLA. Do you guys know what race those women are?
On behalf of the American Medical Association and our Minority Affairs Section and Advisory Committee on LGBTQ issues, welcome everybody and good evening. I'm Dr. Leanne Roberts, a member of the AMA Advisory Committee on LGBTQ issues, where I serve as the GLAMA representative. And in the past, I've served as the medical student section for the AMA.
Okay. That's Dr. Leanne Roberts. She headed the Williams Institute study to do research and to figure out how many LGBTQ members were in the black community. So this is not coming from me. This is coming from your sisters. So pay attention. It's a black woman, very educated black woman, whole bunch of educated black women on this study. They did it for you all, just so you can understand how many gay black men and women are in the black community. Let's continue.
I practice obstetrics and gynecology in the Quad Cities, serving patients on the Illinois and Iowa border. I'm pleased to be joining you and our speakers today as we explore the intersection of race, sexual orientation, and gender identity. To lead our discussion, I'm pleased to introduce our panelists. Bianca Wilson, PhD, is the Rabbi Zaki Senior Scholar of Public Policy at the UCLA School of Law's Williams Institute. Dr. Wilson's research focuses primarily on system-involved LGBTQ youth, LGBT poverty, and sexual health among queer women. With that, I'll turn it over to Dr. Wilson.
Thank you, Dr. Roberts.
Oh wow, is that another educated Black woman that's about to explain this study? You guys know I'm a heavy supporter of people getting education. Now, granted, I know we have our issues in regards to relationships and education and how our women view those things together. I separate them. Me being an educated man, I can appreciate women, Black women in particular, who get their education. I love it. I love women going and getting their education. And the same thing for men. So these are two educated Black women that are going to explain to you what the LGBTQ numbers are really looking like in the Black community. And I'm glad that they're Black women because, like I said, if it was coming from me and I was just reading off the statistics, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be received well. But if we get some of your sisters to explain it, who actually did the research, then you may believe it. And they are highly educated, both doctors. Love to see it. Let's continue.
The introduction and for the AMA for the invitation to present to you all. So I'm pleased to present today just a very brief overview of a report that we finished just this year on Black LGBT adults in the U.S. Again, I work at the Williams Institute, which is an LGBT law and public policy research center that really has kind of filled the role of providing demographics and other type of large scale survey data often, but we also do some qualitative studies as well that help inform public policy discussions about the lives of sexual and gender minorities and also just about the role of sexual orientation and gender identity in the law. So the Black LGBT Adults Report is really an updated report of a similar type of brief that we did now maybe 8 or 9 years ago and brings in new data. So one of the things we identified, and here we primarily use data from the Gallup daily tracking poll across pulled several years of data together. And from that, we get an estimate that there are approximately more than 1.2 million adults in the US that identify as both Black and as LGBT.
What does that say there, guys? What does that say right there at the top? Let me pull that back up real quick. What does that say? 1.2 million US adults identify as Black and LGBT. 1.2 million. That's not Black men. That's every Black adult.
And so what I think is also striking about a map like this showing where Black LGBT adults are is that you see they're essentially where Black non-LGBT adults are. So this is a community of population that's distributed across the US and largely is where other Black folks are. And I think, outside of like a slight trade-off maybe between the South and the West Coast, it's important for folks to remember that when we start talking about LGBT folks, including Black LGBT folks in particular, we don't all of a sudden just start talking about New York, Chicago, and LA and San Francisco, that we really are talking about folks that are across the US. A little bit more about the demographics of the Black LGBT population.
So let me explain this one as well. So this is the social life demographics of Black LGBTQ and non-LGBTQ. So what they're doing is comparing to see how many Black LGBT men and how many Black LGBT women are married, domestic partners / cohabitating, not partner, and have children. So if you look here, even in the LGBTQ population, there are more married Black men than married Black women. LGBTQ black men are married at a 14% clip, and black women LGBTQ are married at 11% clip. So it somewhat mirrors what you see in the heterosexual population. I mean, hey, there it is. I don't know what else to tell you. And also, the black men LGBTQ, they have less children than black women LGBTQ members. It's 23% of LGBTQ black men have children, and 44% of LGBTQ black women have children. So once again, it mirrors the heterosexual community as well. Black women have more children on all fronts, whether they're straight or gay. And black men are married at a higher rate, whether they're straight or gay. Did you guys know that? So I want to thank those doctors for doing that study and also putting it on video. If you guys want to see the full live stream video, it's about an hour long. They go in depth in regards to the numbers, just explaining how the black community shakes out in regards to the LGBTQ numbers. So once again, I want to thank those educated black women, doctors, and reporting those numbers for the black community. I love what they're doing. So let's look at some numbers real quick, guys. So as we already know, I just stated it. And also the doctor in the video stated it as well, Dr. Wilson. 1.2 million black LGBTQ adults live in the United States. So if you look at the whole pie of race and well-being among LGBTQ adults, what percent of LGBTQ identify in each racial group? So you have 10.7 here, and let's go against white people. 52.3% of white people identify as LGBTQ adults. So for Rebecca Lynn Pope to say that all she sees is gay black men, I don't know how you miss all them white people that's gay. I don't, 52%, 10%. That's not just black men, but we're going to keep going. Let me read this real quick. So the black LGBT adult population is younger than the population of black non-LGBT adults. Over half, 57% of black LGBT adults are under age 35 compared to 34% of black non-LGBT adults. This is the kicker. The gender divide among black adults is greater for black LGBT adults, as 61% of black LGBT adults are women, compared to 56% of black non-LGBT adults who are women. But if you look here, it says the gender divide among black adults is greater for black LGBT adults. So that includes black men who are LGBT. 61% as opposed to 39% of that community is black men. So who's more gay? It's black women. So I don't know how black men got lumped into this category to say that all she sees is black men who are gay.
Everywhere I look, it is gay black men.
When overwhelmingly there are more black women who are gay than black men. How does that happen? That woman is really chasing a bag, and she gonna get it too, because they're gonna support her. Lord. So I know y'all was wondering what the numbers are in Georgia. Let's go here. Oh yeah, I did it all. I pulled it off because I believe Rebecca Lynn Pope lives in Atlanta. And I know a lot of people are wondering what are the numbers in Atlanta. So this is from Georgia, Atlanta, Sandy Springs, Marietta, Roswell. There's only a 4.6% population of LGBTQ members. I know that may shock a lot of people because you all believe that Atlanta is the hub of gay people. And in actuality, yes, there are a lot of black people that migrated to Atlanta because they are gay friendly, which is good for them. But it's not as many as y'all thought. Some people were saying that it's 50% gay in Atlanta. It's not true. So these are the actual numbers. Let's pull this up again. And they even break it down by age. Black people own 30% of that number, of that 4.6. White people own 48%. So how did she miss those 48%? And then the total of all the LGBTQ members in Georgia, Atlanta area, 53% are female, 47% are male. So women still outnumber men in regards to that number. There are more women who are LGBTQ than men. So these are the rankings. By state, I know somebody mentioned San Francisco, but California is on there at number 5. The District of Columbia, aka DC, ranks the highest with a 9.8% of LGBTQ population. And then you guys may not noticed, Oregon's number 2, 3 is Nevada, 4 is Massachusetts. And remember, the total population in these states may differ, but the percentage is of LGBTQ. That's what they're going off of, right? So look here. Georgia ranks 17th out of 20th. California 5th. What's some other places that you guys mentioned? Did you mention New York? New York was in there. New York is number 8. So some of this stuff may have shocked you because I know we hear San Francisco, things of that nature. They didn't break it down. They do break it down by city. If you guys want to see that, I will link it in the description. And I actually put some cities in here just for you all to see. And once again, I highlighted Atlanta, Georgia, 4.6%. So the total, approximately 194,000 LGBTQ members in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, and it ranges from 182 to 207,000. Georgia is not the mecca of LGBTQ. Just to be clear, I don't know if you guys want to see San Francisco. Who mentioned San Francisco? So right there it says San Francisco, the population is 6.7%, 247,000 LGBTQ members, and that ranges from 232 to 262,000. Let me see if I can point out the highest percentage. So I see San Francisco at 6.7. Did anybody beat San Francisco? Let's go down. Nope. Portland, Oregon. Nope. So it's San Francisco would essentially be the mecca of LGBTQ with a 6.7% population. So whoever mentioned San Francisco, you were spot on. Hopefully that was informative for you all. It was my pleasure to look up those statistics so you guys can understand them and you can have something that you can pull from, and also to educate women who think like Rebecca Lynn Pope, saying that there's so many gay black men out there.
Gay black men.
In actuality, there's not. No matter what society tries to push towards you, the movies and things of that nature, there's a small percentage of gay black people, and also a smaller percentage of gay black men than there is black women. I know my page is very diverse, so if there are any black people who identify as LGBTQ and you feel that you are being bullied by women such as Rebecca Lynn Pope by using your status against heterosexual black men, I do have some links for you guys just in case you need any help, because the LGBT community, they're facing some issues in regards to suicide because of people picking on them, such as Rebecca Lynn Pope. But there's a link for Pride Counseling if you guys need any help or assistance. So I just wanted to make sure I helped you guys out. So this is the self-deletion hotline. So if you need any help or assistance, you feel bullied, you feel that you are being mocked, and this goes for all people, LGBTQ and heterosexual people. If you need any assistance, please go to that link and you can get all the assistance that you need. Nobody should be bullied for being who they are, and they shouldn't be used against you to shame another group of men or women. Sorry about that if you guys felt offended. I'm apologizing on behalf of Rebecca Lynn Pope since she didn't do that herself.
Yes, I
Go ahead and make sure you click that link, get you some Teej Hanley, and support the Medium Man YouTube channel, and also support Teej Hanley.